Day 53, squat every day, right? Y'all read the title. All right, so I'm starting with the deadlift. No belt, no gloves, no chalk, no straps, no nothing. Just mono y borrow, right? And I made that up. I had to borrow. Day 54 is tomorrow. Yo, but no rhyming, man. Let's go, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. My squat is at the end, so if you came to watch the squat, I would say watch the whole video, but you can fast forward to the squat. So my goal is, this is 135 pounds. My goal on deadlift is 500, give or take. My goal on bench press is 275. And my goal on squat is anywhere close to 300 as possible, right? All in the same day. And I've been pretty much doing that almost every day. None of those are my maxes. Those I'm training, all right? I'm not going in here trying to be a monster. I'm coming in here training, perfecting my lifts. That way when I start separating them and giving them in their own day and putting things on the front burner, they can fly. You know what I'm saying? So this is 225 pounds. Went up easy. I'm doing singles. A lot of time when somebody see you do one rep, they think you're maxing, right? And then, they come over there talking or whatever, think you're done. No, I'm not done. I'm about to put 90 more pounds on there right now. 45-pound plate in my hand. Then I got to put another 45-pound plate on the other side. 45 and 45 is 90 pounds. So this is now 315 pounds when I get the other one on there. All right, still a warm-up. I tell people all the time, if you talk a lot in between sets, if your focus is not on what you're doing, you're most likely not going to get far in this game, all right? Do what you want to do. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you some solid advice. I'm not saying don't be friends with people. I'm not saying don't socialize with people. You can separate it. You can do it after the workout. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, let me, I'll talk to you in a minute. All right, cool. That don't usually work. You know what I'm saying? So 315, easy weight. Also, when I'm warming up, I'm feeling my body, making sure that I got 405 on there, right? I'm making sure that I don't have any nagging injuries. I'm making sure I'm healthy enough to lift for the day, the squat, the bench, the deadlift, either one. I'm also moving my body in certain ways, tightening up. You want to get tight. You don't want to be loosey-goosey. You don't want to be a loose noodle. Tighten up. Use your strength. Use your power. Use your breath. You know what I'm saying? Your focus, everything. So what's this right here? I put 25 more pounds on each side. So that's 50 more pounds. That's 455 pounds. Still easy weight for me, but I am pretty fatigued from doing this for 50-something days. You know what I'm saying? Mostly squatting. There's days I don't deadlift. There's days I don't bench. But I'm literally squatting every day. A lot of people think that's dangerous, right? And it can be. The way people think I'm doing it, definitely that would be dangerous. And it wouldn't be productive, right? So 455 went up fairly easy. Was a little heavier than it should have been. You know what I'm saying? So I put this 25 on the floor real quick. And what did I use this 25 for? I used it for leverage so I can roll it up like this, bam. So I can easily take this 25-pound plate, which is the same circumference as those 45-pound plates, just slide it off. And I can take a 45 right here, and bam. So I got 5 plates on each side, right? What's that? 495 pounds. When deadlift is on the front burner, this is easy weight. When I'm not fatigued, this is easy weight. Today I'm kind of like hit and miss, so I don't even know if I could do it or not. But I wanted to load it on there anyways, because 455 didn't feel too heavy. You know what I'm saying? This is training. This isn't going straight beast mode. If it doesn't feel like it's gonna come up right, I'll leave it on the floor. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ashamed of that at all, because for one, I don't want to fry my CNS, my central nervous system, and also I don't want to get injured. Longevity. All right. If you want to make it far in this game, it ain't just about not talking. It's also about not getting injured. All right. Know when to hold them, know when to fold them. I call it the spidey senses. When my spidey senses start tingling, yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good. And this right here was in the way. That's what, not in the way, but it's like I was looking at it. And it was like my focus was on that. And that's all it takes. So just imagine somebody blabbering with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that. And I tell people, okay, it's cool if you don't understand, but if you don't lift, then okay, you're not really going to understand unless you try to understand. You can still understand, even if you're not at this level, even if you don't live. Da 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 da. So I attempted it for a second one, cause I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? You see me in the mirror jumping, hyping myself up, hype me up. And did I get it? Did I not get it? The anticipation, you can cut it with a knife right now. It's this tension in the air. I know y'all looking like, is he gonna get it? Y'all put your bets down and nah. I think right there I just didn't pull the slack out the bar right, so my form was gonna be terrible. So I was gonna leave it there. So this what time it is now. It's 130 something. I'm about to go bench, but I'm gonna leave my deadlift on the bar right here because I want to save this spot so I can squat. The other squat rack next to it is the same squat rack, but I'm very particular with what I do. So I'm gonna leave my weights there, but I'm gonna also put more weight on there. Why? I ain't gonna lift it just to act like I was lifting more weights. Hey man, we all do this, man. We humans, man. But I can do this, so I ain't really fronting. On a good day, when deadlift is on the front burner, I can do that same weight. That was what, 545. All right. So go through my channel, see my max deadlifts. All right. So I'm starting off with the bar butt naked, I call it. Anytime I warm up again, even though I just did some weight, whatever, this is a whole different lift. Even if it's a lift that's similar to it, I start with the bar butt naked. Why? I want to see if I can bench today. The same reason I said with the deadlifts. Also, I want to work my way up to that weight. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just put a heavy weight on there and lift it. All right. A lot of people do that. A lot of people get injured, and even if they don't get injured, they're holding themselves back. They never get to their full potential, and they get stuck at certain weights. That's why they don't hit PRs often. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be shooting to hit PRs often, anyways. Hitting a PR is great. What's a PR? A personal record. It's great and all, but at the same time, at the very exact same time, hitting a PR is great, but the main thing that we need to be focusing on is perfecting our form, our technique, our breathing, our execution of the lift. That's what's going to help you once you get stronger. Getting stronger without those things intact is going to mess up your back, your front, your up, your down, your side, everything, man. You tear yourself out the frame messing around. Hey, man, hey, thank me later. You know what I'm saying? I've told a lot of people this. Some people listen, some people don't. And the people that don't, they usually end up getting injured or they give up. You know, I would rather you give up before you get injured. A lot of people, they don't. I told them this and they got frustrated. They couldn't progress and they gave up. I would rather them give up than see them hurt. You know what I'm saying? So this is 135 pounds, easy weight. And like I say, my goal is to hit either 275 or the equivalent of it. I didn't even say that. Why didn't I say that? All right. So I got 185 pounds on there. The goal is to hit that plus to hit what I got on the bar plus a 45 pound on each side added to it. So that'll be 275. Right. I weigh 175 right now. And so that'll be 100 pounds above my body weight. Cool. Easy weight. Should be easy weight, right? But like I say, I'm fatigued for these 50 days, 50-something days, 53 days. All right. Yesterday wasn't really a full day, though. I was tired yesterday anyways, though. But the reason I didn't do a full day the way I wanted to is because if you've seen the last episode before this, after you watch this episode, you can watch that one if you want to. I went to the gym and I left. I did a home workout, all right? So if you're interested in seeing that, and a rant, all right? So I was talking crap about people, you know what I'm saying? I was talking about most people go to the gym and do everything but lift, and I don't mean butt lift. I don't mean BBL. I mean they go in there and they do everything except lift. They talk, they socialize, they do this, they do that, they talk about this and they hear about that, da-da-da-da. So I took the 25s off and I put a 45 on. This makes 245 pounds. No, 225 pounds. Let me correct that, all right? This is what I call the universal talk to me weight for the bench. A lot of people will, you know, because when you put that weight on there, people will talk to you and they can't help themselves. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's not a lot of weight though. 225 ain't a lot of weight. A lot of people that can't even lift 225 for one rep will say that, and they just be talking shit. And it's like this. Look. Nobody did it, but I'm just saying, I'm explaining. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm explaining. It don't matter if you could do it for 1 rep. It don't matter if you could do it for 10 reps. It don't matter if you could do it for 50 reps. People are interested in seeing how many reps you could do or messing you up from doing it because they can't. Because 225 is a huge milestone, right? It might not be a lot of weight, but it's a hell of a lot of weight for a lot of people. But it might not be a lot of weight compared to what you've seen, impressive lifters do. But milestones, meaning 225, 315, 405, anything like that. Every 45-pound plate is a huge milestone. Yes, you got other milestones in between, but people do double body weight. There's so many other ways you could flip it around. But I did I think I did 7 or 8 reps. So rep calculator will estimate that today I could have did 280 something pounds. And I didn't. Why? Let me show you why. All right, I got 225, did a bunch of reps. That last one was kind of a grinder. Didn't need a spot though, I'm cool. This right here, how I'm doing that, don't do that, right? If you didn't rack it right, it didn't fall on your face. That's a lot of weight to fall on your face. You might say that's not a lot of weight, but to fall on your face, so I was in danger. Stupid, right? So I put 245 on there, right? So I threw another 10 pounds on there. The goal was to at least do another, 30 pounds, take the 10s off and put the 25s on and do 275. What happened right here, and what I'm doing today is basically I'm lifting each lift until I fail, right? I just failed at 495 on the deadlift, even though that should be easy weight. This definitely should be easy weight. You see how I did 225 for them reps. This definitely should be easy weight. What happened? Look at my body. I lost tightness, and I just kind of got in my head, started thinking, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to save some energy for the squat. This is squat every day. My bench press is actually on my front burner, but my squat is second on the front burner. But at the same time, this is a squat video, so I'm going to save some energy to make sure I can actually squat and actually do a squat video. And why is the camera like that? I don't know. So I put my gloves down. I'm using the weights that's on the I'm gonna have to set up my bar, set up my rack. I'm gonna put this down a little more so I can the safety racks so I can do a full squat. I don't do squats like this. I don't do those. Nah, we squat all the way down over here. You know what I'm saying? Even though I could do half the weight, I'm gonna squat all the way down. But I cannot wait until my squat looks anywhere similar to my deadlift. I cannot wait until I could throw that many plates on my squat, but in due time. That's why I'm squatting every day. That's the whole purpose of this, all right? Squatting every day works, all right? Day one, I was only doing 185. A week ago, I did 295. I've been hit and miss with anything above 265, 275, but I did 295 on a good day. So eventually I'm gonna be back in my threes within not even a week from now, right? Believe it, don't believe it. You see how much weight is on that deadlift? You see how awkward that is? Because I took some weight off. I took 2 plates off the right side. I was barely doing that when I started my deadlift back. Now look how much weight I do on the deadlift. Same thing I'm doing on the squat, same thing I did on the bench press, all right? And I'm doing all 3. I'm probably doing the SBD workout every other day, right? I don't even plan on doing that, but it's been happening, all right? SBD workout, what's that? A squat, bench, and deadlift. All the big 3 in the same day. So I'm going to throw on 50 more pounds, 25 on each side. That was 135, now this is 185. This is all I could do on the first day. All right, so I'm also going to move this because I don't want to keep stepping over it and almost tripping, and it's messing up my focus. I kicked it over there. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. So I can, walk my ass up in there without having to, you know what I'm saying? Slight distractions really mean something when you got a lot of weight on there. And this ain't a lot of weight, but you have to, if you're trying to get to a lot of weight, you have to practice on that before you even get there. All right? So I'm also going to do a side camera angle view so I can see if I'm hitting depth or not. Not just to show y'all, but to also show myself, because I want to make sure. You know, I'm bringing my squat back, so I want to make sure. So I think that was decent depth. Second one was a little bit better, and the third one was definitely good depth. Look, I hit 3 reps. Look at that. Bam. And how do you know it's good depth? I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to give y'all a lesson, man. Hey, salute to anybody that's watching this far. If you see your hip, you want your hip crease to be lower than your knees. All right, even if ever so slightly. Your femur leg should be parallel or below. Below parallel, that's depth. All right. So I got 225 on the bar. Bam. I took the 25s off and put a 45 on. 225, easy weight. I'm going beltless. I ain't had a belt on yet. I've been going beltless on deadlifts and squats. I just started using my belt on squats, but I'm only going to use it on harder weight. All right, so 225, not a max, even though I did 1 rep. I'm doing single so I can go up, all right, saving some energy. So I made a mistake right here. I should have put less than that. I put 275 on the bar, right? I don't know what I was doing with my finger right there. But I put 275 on the bar. Here's where I made a mistake. I was amped up. I was feeling myself. So when I unracked, I'm wobbly. Look how wobbly I am. It wobbled my whole body. You probably can't really tell, but I can feel it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one under the bar. So I'm not going to squat like that. So I put it back. And it kind of messed my head up, right? I had it. But if it was less than 275, I would have done it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been hit and miss with anything 275 or over. I could do it, but risking injury. Risking injury is not the way. So I put my belt on, recouped, took a few minutes, drank some Gatorade, listened to some music, amped back up. And my step out was kind of bad. Could have widened my stance a little bit more, but I hit it. I almost forgot if I hit it or not. Honestly, that's why I was kind of like talking like that. So I hit it, right? And I was like, I'm good. That's it. Success. So I put my weights back. Part of your workout. Big part of your workout. It burns calories, especially if you're lifting a lot of weight. All right? If you lift a lot of weight, putting your weights back is harder than most people's whole workout. But comment, like, subscribe, share, holler back at your boy.